Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be talking about the worst books that I read last 2022. And I know, we're starting this channel such a positive turn. Disclaimer, a lot of these books, or some of these books, aren't really bad per se. I just did not enjoy them or I did not like the writing. So, take my opinion with a grain of salt, and this is just for fun. But there are books in here that I genuinely would be so against if you recommend it to someone else, if I recommend it to someone else. So let's talk about the first book. So the first book that that I did not necessarily enjoy last year was Hothouse Flower by 𝘁𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀. This book is part of the 𝘁𝗀𝗚𝗀𝗃 sister series. And while I did love the series, I genuinely did love the series, and it felt like they were my best friends and I was just walking with them as they live their life. I cried for these people. They have a special place in my heart. But this book is in this pile because this is the first book about Reich and Daisy. So basically the series contains three couples mainly. We have Lily and Lo, Rose and Connor, and Reich and Daisy. I did not necessarily enjoy the Reich and Daisy story at first. Okay, basically these people, they belong to the elite society. Okay, they are the kids of billionaires. And so they live this glamorous life. They struggle also with this life and popularity and all those things. So a lot of these stories tackle sex addiction, alcohol addiction. There's so much angst in here. They also tackle like what it feels like to live in the public and just have your life lived before so much of an audience. While I did enjoy this also tackled like modeling, depression, and anxiety, and I love the familial themes in here, that it wasn't just romance, but there was also so much of friendship. There's also so much of fighting for the people that you love and what that entails, and how it's hard to open up to people, but it's a step of faith when you do, and that when you do have friendships and relationships, it's a fight. Okay, it's something that you have to be intentional about for it to work. But I did not particularly like this book because they basically have the grumpy ex-sunshine trope. They also have an age gap, and that's the part where I got uncomfortable. I did not like the age gap. I felt weird. Yeah, but then after a while, I guess, I had to read 9 books of these. So it would have been dreading for me to spend that much time and them not growing on me. So in the end, I guess this couple did grow on me, but I did enjoy it. I did, I guess, come to terms with them and also just understood their point of view. And that's what I love about books, because when you I guess forcibly spend time with characters, you are able to understand where they're coming from, why they did this or why they're doing that or why they're feeling this certain way. And I guess that's what I enjoy about books. It's because I get to see other point of views that I would normally just disagree with right from the start. The second book is Anna and the French Kiss. Okay, this book is actually well liked by a lot of people. And I feel like this is just a hit or miss for me, and unfortunately, it was a miss. This book tackles basically Anna, who moves to Paris for boarding school, and there she meets this gorgeous of a guy named Saint Clair. And yeah, the story basically unfolds with that. It's basically what you expect from a young adult romance novel. This gave me Wild Child vibes, and I loved Wild Child when I was a kid. In some parts, I did enjoy this. I did enjoy this. This, I did not particularly like the part wherein, I mean, the two cheated in a sense, because I did not enjoy how they came together. That's the only bummer part for me. But for the rest of the book, I mean, the romance, there was heart-fluttering parts. And you'd enjoy this. But, if you have no issues really with cheating or when people get together by cheating, okay, so now let's go to the meh pile. I only have one book in here, and this is This book is called A Little Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu. This was actually the first book that I read that was heavily, excuse me, that was more on, that categorized itself in the romance genre, that's about that is from an Asian author. Because that time, I think that was the time wherein I was so hooked up in reading fiction stuff that I was looking for Asian authors as well, because everything that I've read, or most of the things that I read, were from Western authors, and I did want to dive into and support Asian authors. So I was looking for books like that, and this is one of the most recommended ones. And sadly, I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. I think it took me a week before I could finish this book, and that's a lifetime in book verse. Okay, so this is not A Little Thing Called Love. This is I Believe in a Thing Called Love. I'm so sorry. And this was released back in 2015. So, in a sense, that the writing did feel like that, and there wasn't so much depth in the characters. While I did try to like it, I did not like the characters. I did not like the plot. I did not like the pacing. And also, the guy here is a douche. Like, he's so mean. And I did not get why she liked him so bad. So annoying. So, hopefully, I do read better romance books from Asian authors this year. And I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah. Okay. So, now we are getting into would never recommend This Is Trash Pile. I have two books here, and sadly, they are from the same author. Lately, this author has been getting so much criticism, and I think, in a sense, she does deserve it. And okay, the books are This Is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover and November 9 by Colleen Hoover. I did not did not enjoy these books. I I cannot. Okay, because let's get into Ugly Love first. Ugly Love is about Tate and Miles, and basically they start as friends with benefits. Not even sure if they're friends. But basically it's an insta love kind of story. Miles here, he thinks that he will never heal from whatever he was going through. So now he's blocking off his feelings for the girl, for Tate, and that's why they have this kind of agreement that they would only be just sex partners in a sense. But what shocked me, or what really made me be so repulsive about this, was that the guy was also so manipulative and emotionally abusive. Ah, my God. I remember after reading that, I said that, oh my gosh, Tate deserves so much better. Tate deserves someone so much better. And I remember after reading this book, made me question if love is on some parts on some parts like that, love is staying. Love is sometimes selflessness can be seen as putting the other first, and that's why she let herself be the outlet that he needed to let go of his grief or heal from his grief. I mean, after the sex, he did not necessarily heal immediately. Okay, he had to be still woken up by his friends and so much reality check, so much reality punches that that's what hit him. The accumulation of those things. So I don't know, but I did not like it, and I still think genuinely that this book is trash. Okay, and the fact that I see people younger than me reading this and actually liking this hurts me. Hurts me because I hate the fact that they might think that love is like this, that love should be like this, that it's fine to be manipulated, to be abused, to be used by the guy you love like this so that he can heal from whatever traumatic past he's going through. No. No, okay, you're not an idiot, but please don't settle. Please don't look up to this. My goodness, this is not. Oh my God, no. You're better off single, my goodness. To be fair, I did somewhat enjoy It Ends With Us and also All Your Perfects. I did enjoy those books, although those books also left me so frustrated because the girls in her books are just so, they don't have self-respect. Like girls should just accept whatever the guy throws at them and make the best of it, because they're there already. They're invested in a sense. And it's just sunk cost fallacy. And it's so annoying how so many people might think that that's the right form of love, which is not. Okay. It takes so much discernment to understand when to stay and when to go. That's why I do not recommend this book. Okay, so now let's go to the second book, by Colleen Hoover as well, November 9. And I did not like the plot twist. I did not enjoy the plot twist. I love a good plot twist. I love it when my mind gets rattled and it feels like I have to throw the book across the room. But as for the plot twist in this book, it left me so uncomfortable. And that's an understatement. Okay, so just parts that I did love about the book. I love that there's a book within this book. I did enjoy that part. I liked it. I also like the fact that there was so much, alam mo yun, acceptance with body image, and that the guy made the female lead here feel so loved even despite the scars that she had. Just trying to find the silver lining in these books. Okay, so I did commend those things when I read them. But what I did not like about this book was that I hated the plot twist that involved the brother's wife and the male lead. I did not. Ew. Even if I did understand what that was for, that does not mean that it's acceptable still. So, no. And the thing that I did not like the most about this book was the ending. Okay, so spoiler alert. But if you will never read this, so which I do recommend that you never touch this book. um, the ending, basically there was like so much apologies, and of course they rekindle and all those things, and I did not like it because at the last part wherein the female lead, did not even let him apologize because she felt like he did not owe it to her. That was so uncalled for, because you deserve to be apologized for the things that had happened. And I guess in a sense you will get it if you do read the book, but I just hope that, the girls who read this, or the people who read this, realize that at some point you also have to have some level of self-respect to know that you do deserve an apology, and that you will accept that apology if it's due to you, and especially if they're willing to give it, because you deserve it. And it takes you an amount of self-respect to understand that and to be aware of that. It did make me question if understanding was all it took so that you could move past traumas. Like, if understanding was just the only factor for forgiveness and for restoration, and possibly even get back with the person who possibly used you or caused you the trauma you have held for years. So I don't know. I am not I am not the judge for everything. But anyways, that's it for now, I guess. I hope you did enjoy this video, and tell me, what are the worst books that you read last year, and what are the books that I should stay away from? But yes, I will see you next time. Bye bye.